Hello, welcome to my video! All of those books that you just saw have been books I have acquired in 2025. Today we are going to look at all the books I have gotten this year, and if you want to see which ones I have read versus I haven't read, check out my other video. It should be posted somewhere here. I'll link to it and you can watch that, which will show you all the books that I have read versus unread in 2025. Today we're going to go through it, and as well I will show you my last haul of this year. When recording this video, it is my birthday! I'm turning 24, which is crazy to say. I also colored my hair yesterday actually, because I was just like, we need to start the new year fresh, something else. And I really like it. I think it looks good. So the drink of choice today is a Pepsi. Usually I have a coffee, but today we have a Pepsi. See, I have each book in a category. So we have Fairy Loot Adult, Fairy Loot Young Adult, Illuminate, other books I've gotten basically from sponsorships and such, a manga. I've just gotten one manga this year, which is crazy, and then the Broken Binding editions. Begin with the stack, and you will have a counter somewhere on the camera because I do not want to think about math right now. So you'll have a counter on the screen of how many books I have acquired this year. Now I'm going to show you non-special edition books, just books I've gotten in the store and such. And the last ones I got, which was literally today on my birthday, because I got a gift card, I got The Tainted Cup by Robert Jackson Bennett. I have also gotten The Everlasting by Alex E. Harrow, and I really liked her Starling House book very much, so I'm pretty intrigued into reading this one. I've heard just good things, and a lot of people said that this was their favorite of 2025, so I have high hopes. Also, Starling House was great. I also got The Second Death of Loke. Okay, I don't really know how to pronounce that, but Second Death of Loke.
The Second Death of Locke.
So yes, these are the 3 books I have gotten. It's my last haul of this year, so 3 books. And this one, it is basically The Second Death of
Locke.
So this book is about love, loyalty, sacrifice. I will read the synopsis for you. Ray Flynn has dedicated her life to her mage, Keir. She will be his blade on the battlefield, his healer and protector. The deep well of raw power inside her is Keir's to use. Grey would do anything for Keir, be anything for him if he would only ask. Ooh, okay, loyal, I see, loyal girl. When a quest to protect the child of an enemy kingdom pulls them into the dangerous heart of their nation's war, Grey and Keir will need to decide what they are willing to sacrifice to protect their secret. Ooh, secrecy. For Grey is no ordinary magical well, but here to the lost island of
Locke.
the root of all power. If she dies, all magic dies with her. Okay, so we have a very loyal lady knight to this mage called Keir. I'm very intrigued to see where this is going. I have heard people talk about the main character here, Grey, as a different type of main character, since I am pretty fed up with characters that are, I don't know, how should I say it, that characters that are teeny tiny, not strong, very weak. They are nice to read sometimes, but I cannot relate. I am 5'10". I am a tall girly. So for me, reading about super small girls and then these big guys is just not relatable at all. And I'm kind of tired of that because I just am. I need something different. I've read too many books like that. So having a strong female protagonist that is taller sounds good, because I'm assuming she's going to be taller. I mean, Lady Knight, she must be strong and big and tall, right? I'm guessing, but we'll have to see. So that was The Second Death of Loke. Then The Tainted Cup is basically a murder mystery. I've read a little bit about it, but what it says in the synopsis: in an opulent mansion at the border of the empire, an imperial officer is killed when a tree spontaneously erupts from his body. A death at once terrifying and impossible. Called in to solve the murder is brilliant and eccentric investigator Anna Dolabra. With her is assistant Dinios Cole, an engraver magically altered to possess a perfect memory. Unraveling the mystery leads to a scheme that threatens the safety of the empire itself. For Anna, this makes for a delicious, thorny puzzle, something truly worth her attention, and Din, he'll just have to hold on for the ride. I mean, this sounds like a good time, and it's around 400 pages, so it's not that long either. Very excited. I've been eyeing that book for months. Another book I got was The Everlasting by Alex E. Harrow, and the synopsis says like this: A legend, a lie, a love story. Sir Una Everlasting was Dominion's greatest hero, the orphaned girl who became a knight and who died for queen and country. Her legend lives on, but her life as it truly happened has been forgotten. Centuries later, Owen Mallory, failed soldier, struggling scholar, falls in love with the tale of Una Everlasting. His fascination with her takes him to war, to the archives, and even into the past. Una and Owen become tangled together in time, bound to retell the same story over and over, no matter what it costs. But that story always ends the same way. If they want to rewrite Una's legend and finally tell a different tale, they'll have to confront its author and change history itself. That just sounds yummy. I feel like I'm going to cry. I'm going to bawl my eyes out. I mean, yeah, cry, I guess. Again. And then bawl my eyes out again. Cry a little bit here and there. But I'm very excited. I don't know, but I know that this is heartbreaking. And I just know Alex E. Harrow can write like a goddess. So I am excited.
A few moments later.
Now, I'm not going to read any more synopses. We're going to try to go quicker because I feel like this video will be forever long in that case. So instead, we will just go through all the books I've gotten this year since I started my YouTube pretty late. Let's speed through this, more or less. I have gotten a few books on a sale, which was by the beginning of this year. And the books I got on that sale was The God of Endings by Jacqueline Holland. Very intriguing synopsis and book. Not going to get into it, but this is one that I got. I also got during the same day and the same sale when it was going on in February here in Sweden, since we do have one day where books are on sale throughout the year. I also got Japanese myths because I told myself that I will be writing a little short story inspired by some of these myths. Did that happen? No, it did not. I did not write a single short story based on Japanese myths. I have written different things because I'm trying to be an author, more or less. Just write for fun. Maybe it will become a book in the future. We'll see. But yeah, I'm probably going to read something about this in the future and try to do some sort of story from it, but that has not happened in 2025. I'm hoping that I'll do something like that in 2026. I also got this one on the sale, Sabrina, Season of the Witch. I really like the series, so I started reading the book since me and my friend are going to read this, like co-read it together. So I'm reading it right now and annotating it, and then I will give it to my friend. She will read it and annotate it. However, the quality sucks, so it's like destroyed. So I'll have to tell that to my friend. I also got Alice Adventures in Wonderland by Lewis Carroll with poems, letters, and biography, illustrated by Arthur B. Frost. This I got on Vinted. I have a fascination with Alice Adventures in Wonderland, and I think Through the Looking Glass is also in this book. I'm not too sure. I mean, it's a beautiful edition, and I need this for my assignments that I will do in January. So it's kind of necessary for me to have this book. I mean, I've read it like 3 times by now. I need to read it a 4th time, go through it. I'm just going to skim it probably. But yeah, I'm not really a big fan of Alice in Wonderland, but I am pretty fascinated with Lewis Carroll and his story, because he's quite an interesting being to analyze, if you catch my drift, because he has been quite controversial, and most annoying thing is we don't really know what actually happened. So yeah, because letters got dragged out by his family members because probably they wanted to hide something that he did that was pretty fucked up. I could do a video on this. I'll probably do a video on this sometime. So if you want a video on this, you'll get it eventually for me to analyze and work on. By the end of the summer, I finished playing The Witcher 3 Wild Hunt. I absolutely fell in love. I played the DLCs, both of them. I did like nearly everything you can do in that game. I still have another playthrough to go to, but that I'm going to do after I read the whole Witcher series. I am Polish. I am reading it in Polish currently. Miecz Przeznaczenia. I've read recently, and then I'm going to continue the series in Polish, and then my plan is to read the series again, but in English. However, I did get this one, Crossroads of Ravens, because, I mean, like, come on, wouldn't you, I don't know, if you're a Witcher fan, wouldn't you also want one? So I really wanted it, because I really like the editions of these Golanch has been doing, so I got it, even though I mean, lol, but I still haven't read it, because I'm trying to read first the whole series in Polish, then I will read this in English, and then I will read it in Polish, unless I get the Polish version before I get to this. Then I will do that. Then also one more book that I got, like I think in November this year or October, something like that, was actually Six of Crows. So my friend, she convinced me to read Shadow and Bone. I read the whole trilogy and I fell in love. I read it by the beginning of this year. And since then, I just haven't gotten to Six of Crows. But then my friend was like, when are you going to get to it? When are you going to get to it? And we were out and about and I saw it in the store and I was like, okay then, I will. And I'm waiting for it to come back, Crooked Kingdom, so I can get that one and also this collector's edition in the store. Hopefully it will come back soon because I was there today and they didn't have it. And I have a gift card I want to use on Crooked Kingdom. So yeah, but I'm going to read Six of Crows probably soon because I also have King of Scars and Rule of Wolves Illuminated editions that I want to read about Nikolai. So yeah, I cannot wait to dive back into the Grishaverse, to be honest with you. Okay, now I will show 3 books that I have gotten gifted to me by winning a contest on Instagram and also by sponsorships that I've been doing this year. Firstly, I got Amazon gift cards on the US Amazon storefront, and with that gift card, I decided to get myself The Floating World, because I was very intrigued hearing that this was inspired by Shadow and Bone as well as Final Fantasy. And I like Final Fantasy and I love Shadow and Bone, so this sounded great. I actually started reading it by the beginning of October when I started my internship. Like, I'm on page like 7. But I didn't continue it since I was just so swamped up in my internship and had to read so many other books for it. So yeah, I haven't not read it yet. However, my plan is to go back eventually and read it. I just want to finish some series first and then I can like move on to this. Then 2 books I won from my giveaway on my Instagram was actually these 2, which I'm pretty happy about. I won the giveaway for Of Jade and Dragon, the Illuminated edition, which is also pretty intriguing. I'm not too sure if I will love it, but we'll see. We'll see. I mean, free book, right? Then I also got
Air,
which I have been really eyeing up on Vinted, since I do want to get to Sabatahir's Amber in the Ashes. Don't know when I will get to it though. Someday for sure. Don't know when. And then I want to read Air. I have read her that you can read this without reading her previous work, since she herself said that, but of course it does give a different effect if you read it after the series. But my plan is to just probably dive into this like I did once Upon a Broken Heart before I read Caravel, and then I will read Ember in the Ashes whenever I get to it. And whenever I buy it, of course. The one manga that I got this year has been actually The Case Study of Vanitas. I love the anime. I've read the first volume since my friend got me it, I think 2 years ago, and I read it this year and I loved it. I have not, however, gotten more of these volumes since they're so pricey. Oh my god, tell me why mangas are so expensive these days. Like, mangas were not this expensive back in the day. They were not. Like, they have gone up in price incredibly much. So now it costs quite a lot to buy a manga. So therefore I haven't bought it a lot. But this one I got for $5, €5, 50 crowns if you will, on Vinted, because I'm trying to get my mangas nowadays on Vinted, especially Case Study of Vanitas, since it is so freaking pricey. I looked at them today in store and I was like, oh, maybe I should get the 3rd and the 4th. Oh, actually, no. This costs as much as like this book right here. And this is a book that will take me a long time to read, whereas this will take me like maximum an hour, bro. So fat. So yeah, I don't know, maybe when I have a job in the future. Maybe. For now I'm prioritizing books and like secondhand mangas in that case, because books you can usually sell, however mangas, they don't go that easy to sell. So yeah,
Learn from experience.
since I did start like my Instagram as a manga Instagram, and then it slowly went into more books. Okay, so now we're going to move on to the special edition book. We'll start off with Illuminate, since it's the least I got. At the beginning of this year, in March I think, I've got this box set with the Capitana book. I was pretty intrigued by the story. I still am. Like, do you see this guy in white hair? Who are you? He looks beautiful. Absolutely stunning. And I really like the art on here. Like, it is so pretty. So I'm definitely going to read this soon enough as well. I'm intrigued to see if I even like it. Then I also got The Prince Without Sorrow, since I was pretty intrigued by the box's theme which was like about magic, and then we had The Night and From Where the Dog Stands Still, which is one of my favorite books amongst other, and this one also seems pretty intriguing to me to read, so I'm going to definitely read this book at the beginning or sometime next year probably, to see if I actually vibe with it, because the next book comes out also next year. So I'm trying to see before I decide to dive into the second one if I like it. And then I also got 2 books on the sale actually. One I have already read because I've been really intrigued to get this one, but I just waited for the right moment, and I'm happy I did, since I got A Treasury of Swans. So I absolutely adore Where Your Dog Stands Still. I think, yeah, it's right there. It's right there. It's like, I absolutely love it so much. And when I heard that Illuminate will do her second book, I was flabbergasted. I was like, oh my god, yes, take my money. But then I was like, ooh, how about we wait a bit and see if there's gonna come out new editions. I'm happy I did, because I got this Illuminate edition actually on sale, so I won. And I have annotated like crazy. If you want to see my review, go to my Instagram, it's right there linked. I absolutely loved it. It was really fun. It was a little bit too predictable though, but I'll probably do maybe a review on it on my YouTube as well. We'll see. I also got Bat Eater, because this is also another book that I've been very eyeing up since it came out. I really like the Evernight subscription. However, I personally don't have it, since I am going away from subscriptions overall, due to the fact that it costs so incredibly much. And if I don't read these books ASAP, what's the point? I feel like, because most of these books on here are, spoiler, unread. So yeah, you'll see my other video for that. But yeah, so I decided to quit all my subscriptions, since I don't have enough time and energy to get new books all the time every month, and I pay this much of a price because they are not cheap. I got this on sale because I'm actually intrigued in this story, since I did really liked Mother Thing. And I heard that this one gives similar eerie vibes, so I'm pretty happy about that. It's in the same category, more or less. But yeah, I'm pretty intrigued. And plus, look at her. Oh my god, it's beautiful. I think she is stunning. It's also hand signed, which makes me very happy. Yeah, those were the Illuminate books I've gotten this year. On over my 2 big stacks, in my opinion, are pretty huge. So at the beginning of this year, I've gotten into the young adult Fairy Loot book box, and I absolutely adored the items. I adored it so much, and I think it was a great box and like great quality. But I just couldn't justify paying the amount I was already paying for all my subscriptions, and you know, if you don't read them, they're just laying on my shelves, and that is a sign that I should not keep it. Sorry, Fairy Loot, I love you, Fairy Loot, but I just can't. I have none. I need to be financially responsible. I've been very into financial literacy lately as well, so we are improving in 2026. So the pre-orders that I got this year was the 2 other books for House Moving Castle, the trilogy of them. So Castle in the Air and House of Many Ways. I really like them. I love the vibe of them, and they match my House Moving Castle, so I just felt like I really needed to get them because I already have House Moving Castle. Might as well collect them all. One that I was very hyped about that I still haven't read, which is just telling that I wasn't hyped enough about it, was The Rose Bargain. When I heard about it, people went crazy. They were like, ooh, this is the next Crimson Moth. I absolutely love it. Oh my god, this will be great. And like everybody was hyping it up because this was also Fairy Loot's February book. However, I feel like this year has been okay book picks, but they haven't been to my taste too much. I mean, some I'm intrigued in, others not so much. This I will still give it a go since I've heard a lot of good things about it, but yeah, I don't know. I feel like books from last year, when I bought them secondhand, were a little bit more intriguing, at least 2 of them, which was Darker by 4, which I gave 5 stars, or 4.75, nearly 5 stars. One of my favorite books. It's literally up there, like it's there. I can't zoom in, but it's literally there. I still haven't read it, even though it's a beautiful edition, and I'm still intrigued, so I'm going to get to it eventually. Then we also got Never Ever After. Whenever I got this book, I was about to sell it off on Vinted, but what kept me was the art. I think this is Frostbite. Yeah, this is Frostbite Studios that did the art of this book, and I was like, oh my goodness, look at this. Like, this right here was what kept me. I was like, I'll give it a go. And of course it's cute, so I will give this a go still. Like, I'm not like selling this off because I really want to give it a go. I will definitely do that. Another book I got was this one, which is Thorn Season. I've heard good things. I think it was about this one or the other one that I will show you, because they came like right after each other and they both have Thorn in their like name. So yeah, I'm keeping this for now. I will read it, but I'm not sure. As I said, Fairy Loot usually has the thing of the girl being very small and the guy being very tall, and the girl being petite and the guy being super buff and super tall, and like all these things, right? Which is kind of an ick for me. I don't know, I will give all of these a go, but I hope we don't have like this pick-me small thing behavior like we had in Spoiler Rebel Witch, which was a fucking disappointment because I really liked the Crimson Moth, but the Rebel Witch was a fucking disappointment in my opinion. So, I don't know, it's beautiful, but I'm not sure. Then this right here is the one that came right after, which was 7 Deadly Thorns. I think it's cute, but then I see this, and I just think Draco Malfoy and Hermione Granger, and like this year we've had like a crazy boost of like these fanfiction books, and I just don't care about Harry Potter. I'm sorry. I do not give a fuck about Harry Potter. So I hope it's not like inspired by them. But again, small girl, or like, okay, she's not that tiny though, so it's not that bad yet, but we'll see. I'll give it a go. It's beautiful though. I really like the hardcover on this. Like, this is stunning. So yeah, I'll give it a go. We'll see. Maybe they're not bad. And one book actually though I've been very excited about for the young adult subscription is this one right here, The Nightblood Prince. So I absolutely am one of those people that loved to gaze upon wicked gods. Yes, I am one of those people. I know there's a lot of controversy about that book. Yeah, I think To Gaze Upon Wicked Gods came out last year, but I really like that book. Like, I read it in like one go. It was so addicting. So I know that Chang's writing, and I am having hopes for this book. Not too high, because I'm not trying to ruin it for myself. But yeah, I'm pretty excited. The art is cute too. I like these Asian-inspired stories. So those were all the young adult books that I've gotten. I don't have Illumicrate. I don't have Fairy Loot young adult box anymore, since I need to catch up on what I have at home. Alright, moving on to Fairy Loot Adult. So I've had the adult subscription since last year from Fairy Loot, and as you can see, it has piled up quite some. One book that I've gotten that I was very excited about was The Night and the Moth. Like, this year was pretty good. I read this one and I gave it a 4-star. I really liked it, but and it's pretty cute as well. It is a pretty book. Like, I also really wanted Catabasis from the subscription, therefore I hold on, and Alchemy of Secrets. So here is Catabasis. Then I was very excited to get Alchemy of Secrets. I think this edition looks awesome, so I really have no complaints there. Immortal, which I was about to sell, but then I kept it because I thought it looked very pretty. A standalone too, so there's no more in that series, which I'm happy about, because I'm kind of tired of series books, because then I have to just keep on getting the second book. And then I also got The Scorpion and the Night Blossom by Emily Wen Zhao. Then one book that was quite hyped for like a second was This Monster of Mine, of the books, like the original Shadow and Bone books. And hearing a main character inspired by a Darkling just made myself very happy. I've gotten 3 books from the Broken Binding. So I joined the subscription, the science fiction and fantasy subscription, for like new releases. I am not in it anymore. I canceled the book in January, and then they canceled my whole subscription because I guess you have no skips there or something. So I decided to just say whatever, let's just not have any subscriptions at all and just try to be financially more stable with buying books. So All That We See or Seem is the book that I got by Ken Liu. I started reading it. I'm like a chapter in. It's a lot of AI terms. It's very sciencey. I'm not sure if this is a genre for me, but I'll keep on going. Lastly, one book that I've been very much wanting to read since I've heard about it is The Will of the Many. This one has been pretty hyped. I got the deluxe signed edition instead of the Broken Binding edition. Everybody went crazy for edition, and this is my preferred one. I prefer the look of this, I'm sorry. And then we have The Strength of Few as well in deluxe and also signed. Very excited to get to this series. These are bricks, but these are nice bricks. I also got Empire of the Dawn from Illumicrate. I forgot about this book, like the first book, and now the trilogy is complete. However, I do not have the Empire of the Vampire Illuminated Edition. I wish I had it too, so I could complete all of them. These were all the books that I have acquired throughout 2025. Next year, I'm hoping to do like a little challenge and slim these down to 50%. Most of these books I've gotten this year will be read, amongst the other books I've gotten throughout the years. And I hope that we'll have more read books than unread books. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. Go check out my video of my read versus unread books if you want to see which ones I have read, which ones I haven't read, my bookshelves, and I will see you in the next video. Goodbye!